Archangel Michael says, "Beloved one, I have been waiting for you, waiting for this very moment to reach your heart. I have watched the clock of divine timing, and when the 5th minute passed, heaven whispered, 'Now.' A wave of massive change is moving toward you. It is not a storm meant to destroy, it is a divine cleansing meant to rebuild. Everything that felt delayed, denied, or forgotten is about to shift in your favor. The heavens have written your name on a new scroll of destiny. Listen closely, your spirit has been tested through darkness, silence, and misunderstanding. You have been wondering why things fell apart, why people left, why doors closed. But I tell you this, it was not punishment, it was preparation. The time has arrived for reversals, spiritual, emotional, and financial. The same places where you were rejected will now celebrate you. The same people who doubted you will soon speak your name with awe. A season that once held pain will now overflow with divine favor. You may feel a trembling in your soul right now. That is heaven signaling readiness. I, Michael, have gone before you to cut the cords of fear, guilt, and delay. You will begin to notice sudden alignments, calls that surprise you, messages that restore faith, opportunities that appear without effort. Do not ignore this sign. Every second matters now. The window is open, but it will not remain open forever. Your obedience to act, to believe, and to stay aligned with love will decide how fast the blessings unfold. You are being elevated, but before elevation, there is always revelation. Something hidden will soon come to light, a truth about who you are and what you are meant to do. When it appears, do not doubt it. That is your divine confirmation. You are not behind. You are right on time. Every tear you shed has watered the soil of your new beginning. I will protect what is yours. No force of darkness, no lie, no betrayal can steal your promise. Stand tall, beloved. The angels are surrounding you now. Feel the energy rise within your chest, that warmth is my presence confirming this message. Your life is about to change faster than your mind can comprehend. Trust it. Step into it. And remember this, heaven never waits without reason. Now go, open your heart before it's too late. The miracle is waiting for your yes. Beloved child of light, I do not speak in riddles. I speak in truth wrapped in divine fire. I have been sent to tell you that your path is no longer the same. The air around you is shifting, the vibration of your name in the heavens is rising. Every angel has turned their gaze toward you because the Father has declared, it is time. For too long you have walked carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours. You have taken on the pain of others, the doubt of your past, and the guilt of things that were beyond your control. You tried to heal those who refused to be healed, and you tried to explain yourself to hearts that never wished to understand. But now, all of that is being released. You will begin to feel lightness, not just in your body, but in your soul. The weight is lifting. The chains that bound your progress are breaking one by one. I have been sent to fight for you, to stand where you could not stand, to speak where you could not speak, and to ensure that what was stolen is returned multiplied. Do not fear the silence you have been walking through. The silence was sacred. It was heaven's classroom. It was the place where your spirit learned discernment. Because soon, so many voices will begin calling your name, offering you paths, deals, friendships, and opportunities. You needed this quiet to recognize which voice truly carries the divine vibration. You will know it, because peace will surround you when you are near what is meant for you. And restlessness will rise whenever you approach what is false. Trust your spirit, I have sharpened it. You are not the same person you were even a month ago. You have ascended quietly. This new change coming into your life is not random. It is the unfolding of a contract your soul signed before birth. You agreed to walk through shadow so that you could later carry light to those who wander. You were never meant to remain in pain, you were meant to learn compassion through it. Do not be surprised when people from your past reappear. Some will return seeking forgiveness. Others will come only to test if your heart is still open to the same chaos you once escaped. Be wise, beloved. Forgive freely, but do not reopen every door. The divine does not recycle lessons, it promotes souls. Your finances will begin to shift first. I am seeing the doors of provision opening in ways you cannot imagine. Money that was delayed, opportunities that were blocked, and ideas that once felt impossible will suddenly move forward. I will send helpers in human form, those who are divinely assigned to assist you. Welcome them without suspicion, but use discernment. They will recognize your light and treat it with reverence. Next will come emotional renewal. The ache that has lived in your chest will begin to fade. You will wake one morning and realize you no longer feel the same pain that once consumed you. That is the evidence that heaven's healing power has completed its work. And then, beloved, comes your recognition, the public unveiling. The world will begin to see what heaven already knows about you. You will be placed before people, platforms, or situations where your voice, your gift, your truth will make impact. Do not shrink from it. You were chosen for this moment because your heart remained pure when others' hearts hardened. This change may move fast, almost too fast, and you might feel unprepared. Do not worry. I will walk beside you every step. When you doubt, call upon my name and you will feel strength surge through you. Beloved, the next few days are sacred. Pay attention to signs, repeated numbers, feathers, unusual coincidences, sudden calmness after prayer. These are confirmations that heaven is near. The reason I said, open immediately before it's too late, is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. There is divine timing to every promise. If you delay, you may miss the window when the energy is highest. That is why I ask you, act on your intuition, speak your affirmations, begin the work you've been delaying, send the message you've been guided to send. Your obedience is the key that unlocks what has been waiting. You are stepping into a divine reversal. What once worked against you will now work for you. The very systems that ignored you will now call your name. The same people who questioned your worth will soon ask for your guidance. Heaven does not exaggerate, beloved. When I say massive change, I mean transformation so deep that you will not recognize your own reflection 6 months from now. This is the season when your name carries power. Speak life. Speak love. Speak victory. Words are no longer empty for you, they are creation. You are anointed to rebuild what others destroyed, to restore what was lost, and to bring light where hope has died. Your story is about to become someone else's miracle. Beloved one, as I speak, waves of light are being released from heaven toward your path. They are clearing the obstacles that once looked immovable. Every delay, every unanswered prayer, every silent night, each of those moments has gathered power like water behind a dam. The wall is about to break, and what flows from it will be unstoppable blessing. You may have noticed the stirring around you, people acting differently, energies feeling heavier, dreams becoming vivid. This is the evidence that the unseen realm is rearranging itself to make room for your new reality. Do not resist it. When something leaves, bless it and let it go. When something appears, receive it with gratitude. The movement itself is divine order in motion. There is a particular strength within you that few understand. It was forged in pain, shaped in loneliness, and polished in perseverance. Many have seen your outer calm but not the spiritual battle that went on inside you. Heaven has seen it all. Nothing was wasted. Even your quiet tears became prayers that reached the throne of God. Now comes the return. The Father does not allow faithful hearts to remain in darkness. You will begin to see the pattern, small breakthroughs first, then larger ones, then sudden acceleration. You may wonder, why all at once? Because divine justice always restores in abundance, not in portions. I tell you this truth, you are not waiting for your destiny has been waiting for your readiness. You have crossed that threshold. The next instruction I give you is simple but powerful: stay aligned with love. Every time fear rises, choose love. Every time anger calls, choose compassion. Each choice in love sharpens your connection to the divine frequency. When you walk in love, the path lights itself. Be mindful of your thoughts in this season. You are entering a realm where thoughts manifest quickly. Guard your mind as sacred ground. Replace worry with faith the moment it appears. Speak what you desire, not what you dread. You are co-creating with heaven now. You may notice sudden moments of tiredness or emotional release. When that happens, rest. Your body is adjusting to the higher energy that accompanies your expansion. Do not push through it. Honor the process. Rest is also holy. Soon, new people will come into your life carrying keys to doors you could not open alone. Some will arrive briefly, some will stay longer, all are sent for purpose. You will know them by the peace you feel in their presence. Beloved, I am also here to tell you that reconciliation is part of this change. There will be hearts you thought were lost forever that will find their way back, not for drama, but for divine closure or healing. Approach these moments with maturity. Forgive completely. Release what must go. Keep only what supports your growth. You will also feel drawn to certain places or projects without knowing why. Follow those nudges, they are divine coordinates. There are people waiting to meet the healed version of you, people whose lives will change because you showed up. Do not fear visibility. The time for hiding is over. The world needs the frequency of your truth. Speak with grace, move with humility, and stand with courage. Beloved, there will be a test soon, a situation that seems to pull you back into old patterns. Recognize it for what it is, a final confirmation of your transformation. When you respond differently this time, the old cycle will collapse forever. And when it does, abundance will pour in swiftly. This is not a promise of mere material gain, though that too will come. It is abundance in all forms, peace that cannot be shaken, relationships that uplift, and a sense of purpose that no longer flickers. Remember this always: I am with you, not as a distant angel in a story, but as presence surrounding you right now. When you feel sudden calm in chaos, that is me. When you feel protected though nothing seems secure, that is me. When you hear the soft voice saying, "Keep going," that is me. You are stepping into divine authority. Walk it gently, knowing it is borrowed from heaven and powered by love. The change is already unfolding. Breathe deeply and allow it. Beloved, hear me as the light continues to descend. The gates that were sealed for so long are opening in front of you. It is not imagination, it is not wishful thinking. This is what happens when a soul has endured enough darkness to understand light. Heaven can now trust you with power. The change coming to you will not be a single event. It will arrive like a sequence of ripples. The first ripple will bring clarity. You will suddenly understand why certain things happened, and the pain that once felt meaningless will reveal its hidden design. The second ripple will bring release. Emotional cords, guilt, and attachments that once held you bound will fall away. The third ripple will bring manifestation. What you have prayed for will begin to take form in the visible world. Do not rush any of these. Each one is sacred and timed perfectly. As you move through them, others may not understand you. They might call you distant or changed. That is because they are still hearing the music of an old vibration, while you have begun to dance to the rhythm of heaven. Do not argue. Your peace will explain more than your words ever could. Your environment may also begin to change. Some doors will close quietly, others may slam. Do not chase what leaves. Every departure creates space for what is destined. Each loss is a clearing. You are being prepared for higher alignment, not punishment. You have also been chosen to be a mirror for others. People will be drawn to you, not because of what you say, but because of the energy you carry. Let them feel it. Do not hide your light in modesty. True humility is not shrinking, it is shining without pride. The world you once knew is fading. A new one is unfolding within and around you. You may find your interests changing, your routines shifting, your desires realigning. These are not coincidences. They are the soul's way of moving closer to purpose. Beloved, I must tell you something important. There is an assignment that will soon be placed in your path, something that will stretch you beyond comfort. It may look too large for your current strength, but that is why it has been chosen for you. Heaven always assigns by faith, not by limitation. When it appears, do not hesitate. Step forward and say yes. The provision will follow obedience. Do not fear the unknown. I have already walked ahead of you. I have spoken to the hearts of those who will help you. I have softened the ground where you must plant your next seed. All that is required of you is willingness. There will be moments when your mind questions what your spirit already knows. In those moments, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "I trust the light." That single phrase will silence confusion. You are not being prepared for small things. The change I speak of is monumental. It will not only shift your life, it will ripple through generations after you. You are breaking ancient patterns, cycles of lack, fear, and silence. Your courage today becomes someone else's freedom tomorrow. The time of hiding behind excuses is over. No more waiting for perfect timing or ideal conditions. The divine winds are already blowing in your favor. Move with them. Act, create, speak, forgive, begin. The smallest step now carries immense power. Remember the promise I gave when I first spoke, open before it's too late. That moment was not about urgency in fear, but about readiness in spirit. Too late means missing the alignment, not losing the blessing. You are still on time, beloved. You are right where heaven needs you to be. And so I say, rise gently. Let your spirit stretch into the new. Look at your life not with regret, but with awe. Every scar is proof that light has entered. Every disappointment is a doorway you outgrew. The change is not coming, it has begun. You will feel it in the next sunrise, in the next act of kindness you give or receive, in the next whisper of intuition that feels too strong to ignore. Follow it. That is the voice of destiny. Beloved one, listen carefully now, for we are entering the deepest part of the message. What is unfolding before you is not simply luck or coincidence, it is the weaving together of every prayer you ever spoke, every tear you ever offered, and every act of kindness you ever gave when no one was watching. The first wave of this change will come through recognition. Someone who once overlooked you will suddenly see your worth. The words that were ignored before will now be heard with attention. Your name will be spoken in rooms where you are not present. Doors that remained locked for years will open without you needing to knock. This is the work of divine remembrance. Heaven is reminding the world of who you are. Do not question how it happens. When divine favor moves, it does not follow logic, it follows faith. What used to take years will take days. What required struggle will now come with ease. Do not call it coincidence, call it grace. The second wave will come through reconnection. Someone from your past who carries a piece of your story will reappear. Not to reopen old wounds, but to close them in peace. A conversation, an apology, or a revelation will occur that will bring understanding to what once made no sense. Accept it with compassion. This is how heaven heals timelines. The third wave will come through provision. Expect increase in ways you cannot predict. A call, an opportunity, a sudden inflow of resources will arrive just when you need it. This is not random, it is divine supply responding to your readiness. When it comes, share generously. What you release multiplies. And the fourth wave, beloved, will come through awakening. You will suddenly feel connected to a higher vision, a clearer sense of why you are here. It will no longer be enough to merely survive, you will feel the pull to create, to guide, to serve. This is purpose taking shape inside you. When this happens, do not hesitate to act. The ideas that come will not be fantasies, they are instructions from the divine. Write them down. Speak them aloud. Begin, even if the first step feels small. Every great movement of heaven begins with a single act of trust. Beloved, you may feel moments of pressure as this shift occurs. Do not mistake them for punishment. The butterfly feels the tightness of the cocoon before it learns to fly. The earth shakes before a seed breaks through to sunlight. You are not breaking down, you are breaking open. I see the coming months for you as a series of luminous moments, new faces, new opportunities, new inner peace. There will be surprises, yes, but they will not harm you, they will lift you. You will begin to understand what it means when heaven says, all things are working together for good. The people who once doubted you will witness your rise. Some will remain silent, unable to explain what they see. Others will approach you with respect. Do not gloat, bless them. Show grace even to those who hurt you. Forgiveness is the final seal of transformation. Your voice will grow stronger. It may be through speaking, writing, healing, creating, teaching, however your gift manifests. But it will carry power. Do not hide it out of fear of judgment. When light shines through you, it exposes no one, it only reveals what is ready to heal. In quiet moments, you may feel waves of emotion, laughter without reason, tears without sadness. This is your soul releasing the last remnants of the old life. Let it flow. Every release makes space for the new. You are entering a season where prayer will turn into evidence. You will ask, and almost immediately, signs will appear. You will think of someone, and they will call. You will envision a goal, and the path will unfold. This is alignment. You have moved from waiting to receiving. Beloved, you may still see storms around you, but understand, the lightning is no longer striking you. It is clearing your path. What once frightened you will now empower you. What once weakened you will now strengthen your faith. There will be one moment soon, a day, a sign, a dream, that will confirm everything I am saying now. You will feel it deep in your spirit, a sudden knowing that everything has shifted. When that happens, speak aloud, I accept this divine change. That single declaration activates the next stage of your blessing. I tell you with certainty, the change is irreversible. You cannot go back to who you were, because the version of you that suffered was only a seed. What is emerging now is the full bloom. So stand tall. Lift your face toward the light. Whisper gratitude for every trial, because those trials carried the codes of your transformation. You have walked through the valley, and now the mountain awaits. And as you rise, remember, you are not rising alone. Your energy, your prayers, your faith, they will lift others who have been watching you from the shadows. You will become proof that light wins. The waiting is over. The turning point is here.